Good news.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of issues confronting nurses, or if you've heard
Here
of
in our base, Ghana?
nurses. No, not general, not just in Ghana, but I mean the continent. But Ghana, let's use Ghana as a reference point. Have you heard of nurses going on strike?
Well, yeah, there was this one that happened I don't know, last week or something. And they actually brought about some issues about this nurse that was being interviewed, and there was this question she was asked, and she gave a certain answer, which people were like, oh. But I think anyway, we'll talk about that later. Let's just continue.
Okay, so I mean, we know nurses sometimes face a lot. They go through a lot,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think I can't count the number of strikes nurses have gone on.
If there's any equipment nurses are very familiar with, is the placards. Yeah, aside the domestic ones they use, for discharging whatever it is that they do at the clinics. Oh yeah, they are very good at holding placards. A female nurse could actually, carve a placard for you, and then yeah.
The nurses will get you.
No, but it's a way of the grievances being
expressing their grievances.
Absolutely,
Yes,
being expressed. Okay.
Well, we have an innovative South African health tech startup that has actually launched the AfriNurse, which is a digital platform that supports and empowers the nurse.
Okay.
So this basically is focused on a voice to lead a vision for future health care. Yep.
Great.
Now, AfriNurse actually uses innovative technology to centralize resources and services that will empower and support nurses, their careers, and their well-being. Half of the time, you realize that the nurses are the ones taking care of us. So we don't necessarily think who's taking care of the nurse. It's like who watches the watchman? Who's taking care of the nurse? Who's taking care of the doctor? And some of them just run shifts. Some of them to emergency, they're on it. So it affects them.
Right.
These are individuals who need to take care. If a nurse is not in a mentally stable state,
Okay.
you can tell the way she relates with you. I've seen nurses that is like, I think they were already frustrated before they came to the hospital. And then you will come with your wahala to come and meet them, and then they will meet you with it. Just say,
Yeah.
No be
Not
joke.
good at all. Yeah.
telling
I think
you.
that explains sometimes their attitude towards, some of the patients and, patients' relatives complaining that this nurse is arrogant and, bad behavior. Charlie, sometimes is what they're going through. Maybe they've not been paid. You know how it is. Okay.
They always crying out for salary though.
Either
It's true.
salary,
I don't know why they
either
company
no
does
payment,
that, though.
or they're actually advocating for increment in salary.
You seem to know them very well.
Well,
So, okay, Mommy's sure you updated one. So
what?
yeah. So let's see. But you're very good with nurses. It's good. You know them very well. One thing
Wow.
Afri nurses actually, don't worry. Don't worry. Mommy will bring you food tomorrow to break your fast.
If you want a commodity, you know what I give you? Anyway. Anyway, I'm not gonna say that. Let's just continue.
Because you seem to know them very well. I'm just wondering how you know nurses too.
I mean, we see them on TV every time, every now and then. But anyway, I'll pass. Let's go.
She doesn't believe you.
Let's
But
continue.
one thing I know is if these people are in the health sector and then they actually are responsible for our health, they need to be looked after properly.
Right.
I don't know if all the times they come out shouting for increments, if it's really, necessary at that point. But then half of the time we get to see a lot of them on strikes.
Right.
Like, it just disturbs me. I'm thinking, if you guys are not okay, how can you take care of those sick people we leave in the hospital?
Yeah.
I mean, you take your mom to hospital, you leave her there, and you know that there's a nurse that's going to bring medication at this time, do this for her, do that. You go and then the nurse has...
Yeah. She's not there. Or even if she's there, she's not giving you the required attention, the patient, that she needs to actually have
And,
to take care of you.
it's very, I think it's sad, but then we just need to know that just during this whole COVID-19 time, just on the continent alone, we've had over 2,200 nurses who've lost their lives to the COVID-19.
Wow, across the continents. Wow, condolences to all.
Very, very, very. And some of them have been overstretched when it comes to working because some of the health facilities don't have enough spaces and you can't leave the people outside. You have to take care of them and
Sometimes
stuff.
they have to do extra times,
Yeah.
do overtime and all of that.
So,
Kudos to all nurses.
I think it's good that AfriNurse is here to take... Maud, you're not a nurse. AfriNurse is here to take care of them. AfriNurse is actually going to, not just for them as a nurse, but then look at their career parts, also their well-being. Me, I'm very concerned about their well-being from
Okay.
top to down. Because
Right.
look, if they're not okay,
Yeah.
there's no way they'll treat you okay.
There's no way you'd be okay. You
They
should be-
would not treat
more,
you okay.
More should be giving credit to her mother. Not
Yes, her mom has been doing a lot.
You. Yeah.
A lot.
mom is coming to inject me, Barry.
If my mom is injected, if not for my mom injecting me, I can't come.
She said I should wait for her at home, Barry. Oh my God. Anyway, let's continue. For a person who happens to be the premier,
I know.
sounded like the last lady.
I know, but I
anyway.
mean, one thing you find on AfriNest is videos. It's a library for practical and verified educational videos where you actually assist the nurses how to
Okay.
manage the pandemic, how to handle the vaccines. Because, I mean, for some of them, this is their first time.
Yeah.
Temperature change, what do I do? Is it if my palm is too warm, will it affect the temperature of the vaccine I'm taking? All these things, they actually teach.
The topmost one for me is actually using the syringes. Because the least mistake you do.
Are you afraid of strangers?
I'm not, but I've seen what it has done to my aunt, my direct aunt. She passed on as a result of that. Yeah, it was terrible.
sorry.
Created a huge sore on her bum, and yeah, it was that bad.
Sorry.
Rest in peace. I mean, wherever you are. Anyway.
Sorry. Well, then I think they should jump onto AfriNest and learn how to use and manage all this.
yeah.
Now, one thing too, I am very happy is the fact that they have something they call a nurse hero. Now, that's a feature on AfriNest, and this is a way by which they appraise all the nurses that are there. There's an
Okay.
interactive feature called Ask a Nurse. Now, this helps the nurses transfer their knowledge while they engage with others, and it runs across the continent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if you're in Ghana, you can have the app as well?
Yes.
Oh, great.
That's why it's
great.
AfriNest.
Oh, well, sometimes it could be Afri and it's just here, you know. But, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that fact. I love that one. Okay.
So I'm very happy this actually is happening. Now the next one.
And let's tell our friends, our nurse friends and
To
all
go and
that,
learn
to go
from-
and get it. No, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you can know how you'd say it.
Okay.
You get
Sure,
me?
not to go and learn, but to just
Enhance.
enhance and develop more
refine.
technological
Thank you.
skills.
Go and learn. You get a slap. okay.
Okay, the next one we're looking at is it's actually happening in Nigeria, but it has to do with an African conscious organization. You know Elon Musk.
I know Elon Musk, yeah.
So we're to give you just spend a week with him.
What will I ask for?
Uh-huh.
Half of Tesla?
Really?
You think it's a joke? You need to aim for bigger things when you dream big.
And that is how big you are dreaming,
Big
just to
like
spend
the ocean.
My
you know
goodness.
how big and limitless the ocean is.
So-
in as much
so-
as
So you're going to just demand
Half.
them for half of his.
that is what I will ask for, and whatever he offers, then
You'll
we
take
can
it.
talk.
So
yeah.
you're throwing the big net. Whatever comes in, you're good.
He's like, yeah, I didn't even say all of it.
That is not possible.
Let's
But
continue.
one thing, SpaceX is actually for him.
Oh wow. Okay.
And SpaceX has actually applied for a telecom license in Nigeria. What do they want? They want to deliver internet access to rural areas.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Hey.
I mean, the world is run by technology now, so you wouldn't want to be left out, irrespective of your jurisdiction or your geographical location. You'd want to be included.
I think
So this is great.
Now I'm thinking of the fact that we know how people complain about internet and what in different parts, and it's good it's not targeting urban areas, but it's targeting rural areas. And for me,
Okay.
that actually made me very happy because I was thinking in my head. So if people in the rural areas, they don't necessarily need to move from the rural areas to the urban areas. They just could
Oh yeah.
stay where they are,
yes.
have access to it, and they can know what is happening, and
Yeah.
especially be well informed when it comes to COVID-19.
Absolutely. And you see, one thing leads to the other. There's internet, there's technology. You would not be forced to move like you mentioned. And then it would also bring about developments because people would be forced to maybe open internet cafes, make businesses, employ this, employ that. And before you know, the town is developing. So, yes.
And
great
people,
move.
then we solve the issue of rural urban migration.
Oh, yeah. The last time we talked about it. Absolutely true. Okay.
Well, that's good.
Very, very good. Kudos to the man, Elon Musk.
I hope we can, like the entrepreneurs can learn. But you see, forget entrepreneurs learning. We need people to invest
Entrepreneurs can learn what?
from him, his dream, the way
Oh.
he actually puts everything he's got out there.
I believe he
But then also his
himself is still
investors,
learning.
the investors are good. I mean, for a man to get up and say, I want to send a car to space.
You see, the thing is
You
about,
wake up here and say
you-
that to somebody.
and I think it's about the right people you associate yourself with. First of all, because Elon Musk cannot have the whole knowledge about wealth making in his head. He
Oh, he has. Yes,
he
that's.
has, you know,
I'm coming from the angle that if he, this is what he said. If he didn't have the right people to say, okay, he didn't have all the money to put into it.
Oh, yeah.
People did invest. Now, if somebody you tell this to will tell you you're mad, how will such a person invest? Or will wonder if you're okay.
all you need to do to that person is when you become rich, just build a psychiatric hospital and send them in alone, just for them. Yes. Yes, that's it. Because everything is possible. Trust me. Everything is
well,
possible.
not everybody believes
Sometime-
that.
Exactly. And the only thing that is impossible is to bring back the
The
dead.
dead?
Yes, that's the thing. And for average human being like us, I mean, the prophets, they've done it, you know, and all of that, but not like us. Okay, that's all we have for the good news segment.